back in this thing, man. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. So I got 5 signs that it's time to let her go. It's time to let her go, bro. Before I do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that notification bell on. Check out my other channel, Wolf and Pooch. Link gonna be in the description. And I appreciate the support as usual. All right, let's hop into it. 5 signs you gotta let her go, man. The first sign is you no longer look forward to seeing her, right? It's like when you're in a relationship with somebody and you're dealing with somebody, you should be excited to see him. If you over here like, well, I'm about to go back to the crib and she gonna be there, or she wanna hang out, so I'm just gonna get it over with, then it's time to get the relationship over with. You should never force yourself to be in something that is not adding value to your life, right? If you're not happy with it, right, then it's time to make a change. Don't stay the same. Don't complain. Don't blame. Nah, make a change. All right. So if you're not happy, make yourself happy. You got to remember, you're the most important person at the end of the day. Nobody else, right? You're the most important one. So always make sure you put your happiness as a priority. If you ain't trying to see him, then you might as well just let him go. Number 2, you feel drained around this person. Everything is energy, guys. Everything is energy. People are either going to fill you with life or they're going to drain you. Okay. Now, if you're always around a person and you notice that you feel drained, it's time to let her go. All right. And that's the worst. That's the worst, because then you won't look forward to seeing them. Right. Because you will get this like, man, you will get tired around them. You will feel empty, especially if they just take. They're going to drain you completely. For real. A lot of people are energy vampires. So you really got to have discernment and know who are energy vampires. Who are the people that, they just want to take from you. They never give, but they just take, right? Take your time, take you for granted, take your energy, all that. So if you notice that you in a relationship with somebody and you feeling drained, it's time to let them go. Number 3, if they're always critical of you, if she's always critical of you, she's always negative, she's always telling you what you don't do, she never tell you the things that you do good, it's just always what you can work on, always what you need to improve on, she's always pointing out your flaws, then again, those are all forms of draining you as well. So you need to kick her to the curb. See, you got to know your worth. A lot of times dudes they settle in these type of relationships because, for one, they're scared to be alone. For 2, they don't know their worth. So they put up with anything. When you got low self-esteem, you put up with anything. All right. So if they're never, because a woman should be praising her man too. She should be lifting you up. As men, we go through a lot, right? We go through a lot. You got to deal with BS in the world. So you shouldn't have to come home and deal with it. You shouldn't have to deal with it in your relationship when you're supposed to be, if that's supposed to be like the closest person to you, the one that makes you happy, then you shouldn't have to deal with the negativity, right? Say that. You could be negative all by yourself. Always say that. You could be negative all by yourself. You could talk bad to yourself. You don't need her to do it too. So kick them to the curb, man. Number 4, if you're anxious, if you get anxious around her, you feel like you're walking on eggshells, you tiptoe around her, you're scared to do this because she's going to freak out, you're scared to do that because it's going to make her sad, then you're going to find yourself, again, drained. You're going to find yourself not looking forward to seeing them. Right? You're going to find yourself staying away, right? Because you shouldn't be anxious over anything. Even the Bible say, don't be anxious over nothing. Not just women, but like your future or, your past, whatever. Don't be anxious over anything. Everything's going to be okay, right? But if a person is always, again, picking at you, she's always flipping out on you, mood swings, you don't know what to expect, then yeah, you're going to get anxious. And it's time for you to find a woman that doesn't do that. Not saying you're not going to have disagreements. That's going to happen. But if it's constantly like she's constantly on your case about something, then no, that's not how it's supposed to go. All right. So you replace her. Find somebody else. Last but not least, number 5. The number 5 sign it's time to let her go. Is it kind of similar to the other ones? You just feel obligated to be with this person. You see, a lot of people are not in relationship these days because of love. No, they feel obligated. Oh, we got a kid together, so I felt obligated to stay. Oh, we're married now, so I feel obligated to stay. Oh, I don't want to be alone, so I feel obligated to stay. You shouldn't feel obligated to do anything. I don't care if you got 20 kids with her, right? You could be happy apart and still take care of those kids, right? I don't care if you're married to her. You can get a divorce and get your happiness back, right? You never force yourself to do something you don't want to do, because at the end of the day, it's going to eat you alive inside. You're going to constantly wake up with regret, right? You're going to constantly be stressed and depressed because you're forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. The same way you found them is the same way you'll find somebody else, I promise you, right? And it goes back to being able to be alone, because people don't want to go through that period of being alone, being to themselves, when that's the best time. That's the best time, because you get back to you and you get back to knowing who you are and do the things that you love to do, right? So don't feel obligated to do nothing. A relationship shouldn't be like a job, right? It shouldn't be like pulling teeth. It shouldn't be like that. You're going to have your ups and downs, but if it's more downs than ups, then it's time to raise up and get out that thing. But you need to realize that you're only doing yourself a disservice. Because people will allow you to stay in that relationship with them just to control you, right? A lot of girls like control. And if a woman knows that she has control over you, right? I'm going to tell you this. For one, she going to do her, so she might cheat on you, And for two, it's just, again, stealing your energy away, right? And filling them up. See, people will get filled up off of your energy, right? Off of you being obligated, off of you feeling empty. They get filled off that. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to stay in no relationship. A lot of time it's all in your mind. It's all in your mind because you think about the negatives. Oh, I'm going to have to do this though. Oh, but we got so many memories. Oh, but we just went to Disneyland together. None of that matters. None of that matters. Your happiness is what matters. All right. So if you've made it this far, type let her go, man. If you're experiencing any of these signs, and you have been for a while, and you don't see no way that it can change, if you try to ask them to change and she still ain't trying to change, let her go. Simple as that. All right? Because you deserve better, man. You don't have to put up with that. You don't have to put up with this. You don't have to put up with none of this. Life is short. Life is short. So we need to take advantage and we need to start living. All right? Like, comment, subscribe. To the next video. You already know what it is. Isly.